in which they're weighing your 5 best times across a number of variables. But, you know, now that we have the women getting all lined up and ready to go here, I should run through the field real quick, I think.
Let's take a look.
So in lane 1, you have Elise Cranny, 2, Sinclair Johnson, 3, Courtney Fredericks, 4, Hannah Green, 5, Emily Lapari, 6, Laura Galván, 7, Amanda Eccleston, 8, Carissa Nelson, 9, Danielle Aragon, and our rabbit is going to be Bailey Myers.
And the women are off. They're making their way down the back stretch.
So once again, this pace, they are looking at the Olympic standard time of 4:04.2, and that is 65.1 a lap.
And it looks like Bailey Myers is out front. She's the pacer for this race. And tucked right behind her, we have Elise Cranny and then Sinclair Johnson, the Bowerman Track Club women. And then behind her, the field.
Elise Cranny, the 12-time All-American from Stanford. She has a personal best in this event of 4:05.8, but she is looking for that Olympic standard. We were wondering if Sinclair Johnson was going to help her do this work tonight, as she already has that time, but it looks like the strength of Elise Cranny is going to carry the field behind her.
And Hannah Green, as we've said before, she's the tall athlete in the Oregon Track Club kit, the green top there. She's tucked in as well. And Amanda Eccleston, too. She's tucked in behind Sinclair Johnson. And you know Amanda Eccleston.
Amanda Eccleston is third behind the rabbit in the lime green top. She's got a personal best of 4:03.2. She actually was 4th place at the 2016 Olympic trials. She's a 3-time Long Island Mile champion, and she's someone who every week this winter we've seen getting fitter and fitter.
Laura Galván right behind Amanda Eccleston there, too.
Laura is coming off a victory at the Trials of Miles last weekend in Austin, where she ran 4:12. She's representing Hoka and Mexico. And, you know, last week she came back after that 1500 and she ran the 5K in 15:28 just the next day.
We have to say that Bailey Myers of the Under Armour Dark Sky Club took the group through in 64 seconds through the quarter. And they're approaching 700 right now.
So as they hit in 155, 156, they're just a little bit off pace, which is fine. They're looking at about 153.9 would be Olympic standard pace. And we're expecting these girls get really competitive here later in the race. And I know that these ladies can close fast and make up that gap.
They're raring up. I mean, the racing doesn't really start until the rabbit steps off.
A couple years ago, Elise Cranny, she won the match, and she was able to do it in the last 50 meters. And as I watched every race that she runs, it seems that when she's in the lead, she does not give it up. She is very good at allocating her energy, knowing exactly how much she has left, and can wind up the race. And it's rare to see her ever not win once she's in first.
And she's in the lead right now with Sinclair Johnson right on her heels, and they came through in 66 seconds for that second quarter.
As the two of them are breaking away from the field, Sinclair is just staring at the back of Elise. They are fully making distance away from the field, as Laura Galván is in 3rd place with Danielle Aragon hot on her heels.
This is the bell lap here. They came through at 3:01, and we know the Olympic standard is 4:04.
Yeah, so, you know, they have the ability here to close this gap. Again, perfect conditions right now. Being out front for Elise is, you know, she's not fighting the elements. She's only fighting her teammates.
And Laura Galván there, she's making a push back up to the two of them there. The Mexican national record holder has a best of 4:10. So this could be an incredible race for her as they charge down the backstretch. A third pack behind them.
Sinclair Johnson, 4:03 in the 1500 and 2 flat in 800. Apparently one of the fastest girls on the Bowerman squad when it comes to raw speed. So as they come with 150 meters to go, do not be shocked if she shows those wheels.
And Sinclair Johnson now swinging out onto the shoulder of her teammate Elise Cranny. And Elise Cranny, the 10,000 meter champion here in the 10, is being overtaken by her teammate. She's won an 800 this year at the Prickly Pear Invite, and now she's taken the lead. Elise Cranny not letting go, but Sinclair Johnson eases up at the line there, running roughly 4:06 for the 1500.
It looks like they're going to be just outside that standard that we were looking for. Sinclair Johnson pops up on the screen with a time of 4:05.91. So unfortunately not the Olympic standards that many in this field were hoping for, but you see in third, that's a big PR for Laura Galván with a 4:08, so a couple seconds.
That's a new Mexican national record for Laura Galván here at the Sound Running Invite. 4:05.91 for Sinclair Johnson. At Sinclair Johnson, 8 followers, following no one.
Amanda Eccleston there, I believe, was 5th place with a 4:10, so she continues to chip away at progress every single week. I think this was a good race for many of these women. I think something that we often fall into the trap of in this sport is if it's not a personal best, sometimes we don't think it's a good race, but it's much more than that. It's about how you competed, about the way you executed your race strategy, and I think that hopefully a lot of these ladies walk away happy.
Amanda Eccleston, too. Great to see her back. Go Blue. A member of the Michigan track team back in her heyday.
This is a long season for the professional athletes, and I think that it's a little bit different than the NCAA, where you have to be ready, for 3 NCAA championships throughout the year. For a lot of these athletes, they're looking very long term. It's a big buildup leading into the peak of the season, and so for a lot of them, this is almost akin to a preseason. There's obviously something on the line, but it's almost like you only have something to gain by running really well here. Your win-loss record in March is not going to affect whether or not you make the team come the summer.
Kyle, there's a lot of pride on the line here. The wins matter in this sport, and Sinclair Johnson has walked away with some cash, and you can put money into that prize purse too and increase what she's walking away with if you like that performance from her.
We do have to give a big shout out to Rabbit for their $100 donation to that purse. So they are our league leader tonight.
Rabbit, thank you very much. A big shout out.